My husband, Luca, 29M, and I, 27F, have been married for 3 years. We have 1 child together, and I was pregnant with our second when we made a big life decision. I'm from Western Canada, while Luca is from Italy. After years of living in Canada, we decided to move back to Italy due to rising inflation and the opportunity to be closer to his family. We settled in a nice house in Florence, where Luca grew up. The day after we arrived in Italy, we visited Luca's family. This was only the second time I'd met them, the first was at our wedding. They greeted us warmly, fussing over our son, and we had a nice dinner together before heading home to settle into our new place. Over the next few months, we visited them often, but I started noticing something unsettling. Whenever they thought I wasn't paying attention, they'd speak about me in Italian. They made rude comments about my hair, makeup, and fashion choices. They even criticized my pregnant belly, which I was already feeling insecure about. I finally brought it up with Luca. I told him how hurt I was by their comments, and how uncomfortable it made me feel. He promised to talk to his family, and for a while, things improved. The mean comments stopped, and I thought we'd turned a corner. 3 months later, I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. We named her Lilith, a name that holds deep significance in my family. Every woman in my family for generations has had Lilith as a middle name, including me, my mom, my grandmother, and even my great-grandmother. However, Luca's family was not happy about the name. In Italian, Lilith has connotations of darkness or mystery, and they made it clear they didn't approve. I tried to explain the family tradition, but they weren't having it. After that, I avoided visiting them for a while. I didn't want to deal with their judgment or hear them criticize my daughter's name. But yesterday, we went to Luca's mother's birthday celebration. Things went downhill almost immediately. Everyone wanted to hold Lilith, which overwhelmed me. I was still struggling with postpartum depression, and it felt too soon to have people passing her around. I let them look at her but politely declined when anyone asked to hold her. During dinner, I overheard my sister-in-law, Sil, complaining to my mother-in-law, Mil, in Italian. She said, "She won't even let me hold the baby. Who does she think she is? She's just a lazy, entitled cow." That was the last straw. I turned to them and in perfect Italian, I said, "I've known everything you've said about me all along. Calling me names is the final straw. And by the way, I've spoken Italian my whole life." The table erupted. Everyone started yelling at me, saying I was at fault for not telling them I understood Italian. I was so upset that I left with Luca and our kids. We haven't spoken to his family since. So, am I wrong for not telling them I speak their language and finally calling them out?